Hey everyone, welcome to our video on Linux features. In this video, we'll be exploring what makes Linux awesome. Whether you are into open source freedom or just love customization, Linux has something special for you. Stick around and let's check out the key features that make Linux stands out. Let's start. Coming to the introduction, Linux is a open source it is a Linux is like a superhero computer system and it's special because everyone can see how it works. A person named Linus Torvalds made Linux in 1991. He shared the inner workings of the system with everyone, making it an open source superhero. Instead of just being one complete system, Linux is like a powerful core called the kernel. In coming videos, we are going to discuss about in detail on kernel. As of now, assume that kernel is a superhero. Different groups take this Linux kernel and build their own complete computer systems on top of it. These complete systems are called distributions or distros. It's like each group creates their own superhero team with the same strong core. So, Linux has some cool features that make it really awesome for lots of things, like running big servers, playing with your computer at home, or even making smart gadgets work smoothly. So, it's like having a superhero system that's open for everyone to use and build it upon. Here are the some key features of Linux we are going to discuss now. Here I listed the some key features about Linux from open source to graphical user interface. In this video, we are going to discuss about each feature in detail in coming slides. Coming to the open source. Linux is a distributed under GNU, which means that source code is freely available to the public. And coming to users use you how users can view this, modify and distribute the source code of this Linux. Assume that Linux is like a big recipe for a computer system, and this recipe is not a secret. It's open for everyone to see, like a cookbook. You can take open source example as a cookbook. Okay, this cookbook is open for everyone to see, that anyone can read. The GNU, that is General Public License, is like a rule that says anyone can use this recipe, change it, and even share their version with the others as well. It's like having a special cake recipe that you can give to your friends. They can see how you made it, make their own changes, and share it with others too as well. So it's all about sharing and making things better together. That is about open source. Coming to the multi-user capability. What is a multi-user capability in case of Linux? So Linux is designed to support multiple users concurrently, and this multi-user capability is essential for server environments and shared systems. Let's take an example for understanding this multi-user capability in detail. Assume that think of computer like a big playground where many friends wants to play games at the same time. So Linux is like a great playground manager. It lets each friend have their own space, toys and rules as well. They can play different games without getting in each other's way. Each friend has their own special place called in case of home directory, where they can keep their toys and games. They can also decide who can play with their toys as well. Who can play means in Linux environment we call it as permissions. This is important for big computers, especially when many people need to use them at once, like in the schools or offices. It's like having a friendly system that helps everyone share to the computer nicely. That is about example for multi-user capability. Coming to the next feature, that is called multitasking. Multitasking in case of Linux multitasking capability enables to execute multiple processes simultaneously, and it can manage the resources efficiently and allowing users to run various applications without one interfering with another. For this, we can take an example as a chef in a kitchen. Assume that, imagine you are a chef in a kitchen. Multitasking is like cooking several dishes at the same time. So, Linux is like a super chef. It can do many things. Here, things we can call in Linux language, that is called processes. Okay, so it can do many things all at once. It means many processes it can be handled. That is called multitasking. So it's like a boiling water, chopping vegetables, and baking a cake simultaneously. The cool part is that Linux is really good at the managing its time and ingredients. Here ingredients means in Linux language that is called resources. So even though it's doing many tasks, it does not mix up the recipes. Even everything gets done efficiently without any confusion. So it's like having a chef in the kitchen who can prepare the feast without burning anything or making a mess. So Linux keeps everything organized so that your computer runs smoothly even when you are running multiple programs. That is about multitasking. Coming to the next feature, that is called security. Linux employs a robust security model with features such as file permissions, like we can give the permissions for the users or groups or others as well by using 4 to 1, like read, write, execute, or we can authenticate the users like user authentication and access controls as well. And the principle of least privilege is applied as well to limit the users access to only what it is necessary. So by giving the read permission to the particular user, he can able to read only, he cannot modify the data as well. And coming to the security updates and patches are regularly released to address vulnerabilities. Means we need to update the operating system. Sudo apt get update command. So we oftenly update the security updates of the Linux system. Coming to the stability. What is stability here? This is another feature of a Linux. See, Linux is known for its stability, which is particularly important for the server environments. Like think of your computer like a toy, okay, that works really well without breaking or crashing. So Linux is like a super reliable toy. It can keep the playing games and doing stuff for long time without needing a break. Means in our Linux terminology, that is called as a reboot. Without reboot it runs for long time without any crashes, means hanging as well. Now this is a super useful especially for big computers that do important jobs like servers. Coming to the second point of the stability, it can operate to extend periods without needing a reboot, ensuring the continuous availability of the services. Means this is super useful, especially for the big computers that do important jobs like servers. It's like have a super hero toy that never gets tired and keeps doing its job without any hiccups. That is about the stability. Coming to the next feature, that is about networking. What is a networking? This networking has a extension networking. Sorry, this Linux has a extension network capabilities, supporting a wide range of protocols and services. It has a functions as router, firewall, server, and other network device as well. And coming to the features of this networking are crucial for widespread to use in servers and embedded systems as well. Now we can take an example. Assume that imagine your computer is like a friendly messenger. Uh, okay, it is a friendly messenger that can easily talk to other computers and share things. Here, Linux is a super messenger, so it can talk to many different computers using different languages. What is the different languages here? In our Linux terminology, we can call that languages as protocols and do lots of jobs like helping computers connecting to the internet, protecting them like a god. In our Linux terminology, that is called a firewall, or even being that a leader of a group. In our Linux terminology, that is called a server. So Linux is a great at making sure computers can work together, and that's why it's used in many important places like big servers and special devices as well. It's like having a computer that's not just smart but also a great communicator. That is about networking. Coming to the other feature, that is called as compatibility. What is this compatibility? So Linux compatibility extends across various hardware architectures, like making it adaptable to diverse computing environments. And this flexibility allows the Linux to run on a wide range of devices from embedded systems to supercomputers. Can take example. Imagine your computer is like a friend, and the clothes it wears are the programs and software it uses. So Linux is like a fantastic friend who can wear any type of clothes no matter how big or small. So it's like having a wardrobe full of magical outfits that fit on all sorts of computers. So Linux can work on lots of different devices, from tiny one like your watch or a small computer in your car, or to really big and powerful ones like a supercomputers. That is what said compatibility from embedded systems to supercomputers. So it's like having a friend who is versatile and can adapt to any situation, making it a great choice for all kinds of devices. Coming to the next feature, that is called portability. What is a portability? The portability of Linux is enhanced by its open source nature. So, developers can adapt the kernel to run on different hardware platforms, making it one of the most portable operating systems. Assume that, for example, think of special toy that you can play with anywhere, like the places at home, or it's your friend's house, or even a park. Linux is like that versatile toy. It can be changed and adapted to the work on different types of computers, just like your toy fits into your various place environments. This adaptability is possible because of Linux is like a DIY, means do it yourself kit. So people who understand how it works, like developers, can adjust its suit to different computer systems. So it's like having a toy that can be taken and enjoyed wherever you go and making it super handy and flexible. That is an example for portability. Now, coming to the file system support. What is a file? In case of Windows, we have the file systems called NTFS. In fact, a new technology file system or file allocation technology. Okay, likewise, Linux has having the file system support. It supports a multiple file systems, providing flexibility for users and system administrators as well. For example, you can take the ext4 file system. It is widely used, but options like btrfs and xfs offer additional features such as snapshots and improved scalability as well. You can take example, imagine your computer is like a big cabinet where you can keep your toys and games. Okay, so Linux is like a magical cabinet because it can organize the things in different ways. Means it supports many styles of organizing like shelves for books and drawers for clothes. Okay, these styles are like different file systems. As we discussed, one popular style Linux uses called ext4. It's like a favorite shelf that many people use. But there are also other options like btrfs and xfs as well, which is like a special drawer for with extra features such as tasking, quick pictures for your toys called as snapshots, or having more space for new things, that is called improved scalability. So Linux is like a smart cabinet that lets you choose how you want to organize your stuff, making it flexible and easy for everyone. That is about file system support feature. Coming to the next feature, that is called command line interface. In short, that is called as CLI. So coming to this Linux command line interface is a powerful tool for system administrators and power users. It allows for precise control over the system, scripting like shell and perl, and automation of tasks. And commands are consistent across distributions like different distributions of Linux and contributing to a standardized experience as well. Take an example. Imagine your computer is like a superhero with special powers. Linux CLI is like a superhero communication tool, like a secret language that you can use to talk directly to the superhero. Instead of using regular buttons or clicks, you have specific words and phrases like commands to give the direct orders. It's like having a magical way to command the superhero to do the things just by saying what you want. So, computer experts, who are the computer experts called system administrators, and those who want to get the things done quickly love this tool. That is about CLI. Next is packet management. In Linux, the packet management system such as APT, that is called Advanced Package Tool, YUM, that is called Yellow Dog Updated Modified, and Pacman simplify software installation and updates. So, so imagine your computer like a magical shop. Now your computer is a magical shop where you get all sorts of cool things. Package management is like having a helpful friend in the shop. Instead of picking each cool thing one by one, your friend hands you a special box that is called in Linux terminology, that is called as a package, that has everything inside like toys, tools, and whatever you need. As we discuss the package management systems like APT, and Pacman, we assume that these APT, and Pacman are like three friendly assistants in the shop, each with its own way of doing things. So they make it super easy for you to get a new stuff or update the things you already have. So it's like telling your friend, I want the latest and greatest things, and they go and fetch them for you. So the amazing part is that these friendly assistants make sure you have everything you need. If a cool things needs other stuff to work like dependencies, they include those too as well. It's like having a super convenient way to get and organize all the awesome stuff for your computer without any hassle. That is about packet management. Coming to the community support. What is the community support here? Imagine your computer is a big playground and there are lots of friends who know about how to play different games. So the Linux community is like all these friends playing together. If you have question or need help, you can talk to them on special playgrounds. On special playgrounds means here we call it as forums, and write them letters means mailing the list what you want, or visit their secret clubhouse. Here we call as in real time that is called as websites. Okay, the terminology here forums, mailing list, and websites in case of community support in Linux environment. So these friends love helping each other. If you have problem or don't understand something, they quickly jump into assist. It's like having a bunch of pals who always have your back. They also write down lots of cool stories in that is called as documentation about how to play games and fix things. So if you ever forget how to do something, you can always read the stories like documentation they have provided or written. It's like having a helpful gang or friends on the playground who share the tips and tricks. That is called community support. Coming to the customizability. What is the customizability? This Linux open nature allows users to customize nearly every aspect of the system. Example, think of your computer like a personal room, your personal room that you can to decorate and arrange as well. So Linux is like a magical room that you can change in many ways. You can pick different tiles for your furniture like chairs and tables. Here tables is called as these tables, furniture tables are called as a desktop environments in Linux. So you can also choose how your windows look and behave like Windows managers, and even decide on the colors and patterns. Here it is called as themes. Okay, so this is awesome because it means you can make your computer room exactly how you want it. So Linux lets you be the boss of your computer looks and feel like having your own special place. Lots of people love this because it makes their computer feel unique and just the way they like it. And it's like having a room that's not just a room but your own personalized space. That is about the customizability. Okay, the level of customization is a key factor in its popularity in Linux operating system. And coming to the virtual memory, what is a virtual memory here in case of Linux? Linux efficiently manages the virtual memory, allowing processors to use more memory than physically available. Means, imagine your computer is like a special backpack. Now, your computer is a special backpack that carries your games, apps, and tasks. So, virtual memory is like a magical power for the backpack. Even the if the backpack is not very big, means limited physical memory in case of Linux. This magic allows it to carry and handle more things than it can normally hold. Okay, so this Linux, your computer's smart friend, knows this magic trick well. It helps your computer use more things at the same time, like playing lots of games and running many apps, even if the actual backpack size means Actual backup size in case of Linux terminology, that is called as a physical memory, is limited. Physical memory is limited. Even if the physical memory is limited, it can handle the many things by using the virtual memory. This is super useful when you are doing a bunch of stuff on your computer. It's like having a backpack that can magically carry the more, making sure you can do many things without running out of space. Like it's a cool trick that helps your computer handles lots of tasks smoothly. That is about the virtual memory. Coming to the last feature we are going to discuss in this video about Linux features is graphical user interface. In short, that is called as GUI. Okay, so this Linux can be operated entirely from the command line as we discussed in the previous features. So it also supports the graphical user interface as well. Instead of as we discussed, instead of using the buttons and keys, we are executing the task by using the commands. Right now, GUI also available in Linux environments, like desktop environments like GNOME and KDE and XFCE provided a user-friendly experiences for those who prefer the graphical interfaces. For example, you can assume that imagine your computer as a magical book. Now your computer is a magical book. In previous feature, your computer is a backpack. This feature, your computer is a magical book that tells stories and helps you do things. When you use only the command line, it's like reading the book with words only. But Linux is special because it also has a pictures and buttons as well, making it like a storybook that's not just for reading but also for seeing and interacting as well. So GUIs are like the colorful pictures and buttons in the storybook. They make using the computer easy and fun way. Instead of just reading the words, you can click on things and see visuals. It's like turning the pages of the storybook with exciting pictures and interactive elements as well. Coming to the GNOME, KDE, and XFCE are like three different artists who draw the pictures and design the buttons. Each one has its own style, making your computer experience unique. It's like picking your favorite artist to create the visuals in your magical storybook. These pictures and buttons, like GUI, that is called pictures and buttons, is a combination of graphical user interfaces, helps you to do the things on your computer in a friendly way, like opening your favorite apps or organizing your files. It's like having a magical storybook that not only tell the stories but also has vibrant pictures and easy to use buttons to make your computer journey enjoyable. Okay, so this UIs offers the features such as file managers, system settings, and application launchers like a Windows operating system. That is about graphical user interface. Thank you. In the coming videos, we are going to discuss about kernel and its features in detail. Thank you.